Hey everyone, welcome back to Fluent English Podcast. I'm Alex.
And I'm Emma. Thanks for joining us today.
So, Emma, how you doing today?
I'm doing really well, thanks. Bit tired, but good. How about you?
Yeah, same here. You know, I was actually thinking this morning about how we all have such different daily routines, and I thought it would be fun to just chat about our days. What do you think?
Oh, I love that idea. It's so interesting how everyone's day is different, right? Even small things like what time you wake up or what you have for breakfast.
Exactly. So let's start from the beginning. What time did you wake up this morning?
Well, my alarm went off at 6:30, but honestly, I hit the snooze button twice. So I actually got out of bed around 6:45. What about you?
I'm terrible with the snooze button too. I set my alarm for 6, but I didn't really get up until 6:20. I always tell myself I'll wake up early, but then the bed is just too comfortable, you know?
I know exactly what you mean, especially in winter when it's still dark outside. It's so hard to leave the warm blankets.
Right? So after you finally got up, what did you do first?
Well, the first thing I do is go to the bathroom and wash my face. That really helps me wake up. Then I go straight to the kitchen and make coffee. I can't function without my morning coffee.
You and me both. Coffee is essential. Do you make it at home or do you stop somewhere on your way to work?
I always make it at home. I have this little coffee maker, and I usually make a strong cup with just a bit of milk. It saves money too, you know? Coffee shops are so expensive these days.
That's smart. I actually do stop at a coffee shop most mornings. There's this place right on my way to work, and I've gotten into the habit. I probably shouldn't because you're right, it adds up.
Well, if it makes your morning better, maybe it's worth it. So what about breakfast? Do you eat in the morning?
I try to, but I'm usually running late. This morning I just grabbed a banana and some toast. Not the healthiest, I know. What about you?
I'm pretty good about breakfast, actually. I had scrambled eggs and some whole wheat toast. And, of course, my coffee. I read somewhere that eating a good breakfast helps you focus better during the day.
That's true. I really should make more time for breakfast. So after breakfast, how do you get to work? Do you drive?
No, actually, I take the bus. It takes about 25 minutes, sometimes 30 if there's traffic. I don't mind it, though. I usually listen to podcasts or music on my phone during the commute.
Oh, that's nice. Do you have to transfer buses or is it direct?
It's direct, thank goodness. I just get on the stop near my apartment and get off right by my office. It's really convenient. How about you? How do you get to work?
I drive. It takes me about 20 minutes, but during rush hour, it can take up to 35 or 40 minutes. That's the annoying part.
Oh, I bet. Is the traffic pretty bad in the morning?
Yeah, especially around 8 a.m. Everyone's trying to get to work at the same time. That's why I try to leave a bit earlier, around 7:30, to avoid the worst of it.
That makes sense. So what time do you usually get to your office?
Usually around 7:50 or 8 o'clock. I like to get there a few minutes early so I can settle in, you know? Get my computer set up, maybe chat with coworkers for a minute before really starting work.
Yeah, I do the same thing. I get to my office around 8:15 and I spend the first 10 minutes just getting organized. I check my emails, make a to-do list for the day, that kind of thing.
And that's a good routine. So what do you actually do at work? I don't think we've talked about that before.
I work in marketing. I spend a lot of time on the computer, creating content for social media, writing emails, having meetings with my team. It's pretty varied, which I like.
That sounds interesting. Do you have a lot of meetings?
Yeah, probably too many sometimes. This morning I had a team meeting at 9 that lasted about an hour. We were discussing our project for next month.
Hour-long meetings can be tough. I work in software development, so I'm usually coding or fixing bugs. I had a video call with a client this morning at 10, which went pretty well.
Oh, nice. Is that something you do often, talking directly with clients?
A few times a week, yeah. It's important to understand what they need. But honestly, I prefer the actual coding part. That's when I can really focus and get into a flow.
I get that. Everyone has their favorite part of the job. So what time do you usually take your lunch break?
Around 12:30 or 1. It depends on how busy I am. What about you?
Pretty similar. I usually take lunch at 12 or 12:30. Today I went out with a couple of coworkers to a sandwich shop nearby.
Oh, that's nice. What did you have?
I got a turkey and avocado sandwich with a side salad. It was really good. Do you usually go out for lunch or bring something from home?
I bring lunch most days. Today I had leftover pasta from dinner last night. I heat it up in the microwave at work. It's easier and cheaper than going out every day.
That's true. I should probably do that more often. I like going out because it gives me a break from the office, a change of scenery.
Oh, absolutely. Sometimes I'll go for a walk during lunch, just to get some fresh air and stretch my legs. Sitting at a desk all day isn't great for you.
You're right about that. I try to walk around the office every couple of hours, just to move a bit. So, after lunch, what's your afternoon like?
Well, this afternoon I had to finish up a project that's due tomorrow. So I was pretty focused from about 2 to 5, just heads down, working.
Did you finish it?
Almost. I have maybe another hour of work to do, but I can finish that tomorrow morning. What about your afternoon?
Mine was pretty busy too. I had another meeting at 2:30, and then I spent the rest of the afternoon working on a presentation for Friday. I also had to answer a ton of emails. You know how it is. You answer one and 3 more come in.
Oh man, I know that feeling. Email can take up so much time. Do you have a specific time when you check emails, or do you just check them throughout the day?
I try to check them in the morning, after lunch, and then again before I leave. But honestly, I end up checking them more often than that because I don't want to miss anything important.
Yeah, it's hard not to. So what time do you usually leave work?
I try to leave by 5:30. My official hours are until 5, but there's always something to finish up. Today I left right at 5:30 though.
Good for you. I left around 5:15 today. Sometimes I stay later, but I try not to make a habit of it. Work-life balance is important, right?
Definitely. So what did you do after work?
Well, I had to stop at the grocery store on my way home. I needed to pick up some things for dinner. Milk, bread, vegetables, the usual stuff.
Ugh, I hate grocery shopping after work. It's always so crowded.
It really is. Everyone has the same idea. I was in line for probably 10 minutes just to check out. What about you? Did you go straight home?
Yeah, I took the bus home. Got back to my apartment around 6:15. The first thing I did was change out of my work clothes. I just put on comfortable sweatpants and a t-shirt.
Ah, that's the best feeling. Getting out of work clothes and into something comfortable.
Right? It's like the official start of relaxation time. So what did you make for dinner?
I made a stir-fry with chicken and vegetables. Nothing fancy, but it was healthy and quick. I'm trying to cook more at home instead of ordering takeout all the time.
That's a good goal. I actually ordered pizza tonight. I know, not the healthiest choice, but I was really tired and didn't feel like cooking.
Hey, we all do that sometimes. There's nothing wrong with ordering in once in a while. What kind of pizza?
Margarita, just tomato sauce, mozzarella, and basil. Simple but delicious. I ate it while watching a show on Netflix.
Nice. What are you watching these days?
I'm rewatching The Office for probably the 3rd time. It's just easy to watch, Makes me laugh. What about you? Do you watch TV in the evening?
Sometimes. Tonight, I actually read for a bit after dinner. I'm reading this mystery novel that's really good. I can't put it down.
Ooh, I love a good mystery. You'll have to tell me the title. So after dinner and TV or reading, what else do you usually do in the evening?
Well, I usually clean up the kitchen, wash the dishes, wipe down the counters, that kind of thing. Then maybe I'll scroll through social media for a bit or call a friend or family member.
Yeah, I do similar things. Tonight I called my mom. We talked for about 30 minutes. She wanted to hear about my week.
That's nice. Do you talk to your mom often?
Yeah, usually 2 or 3 times a week. We're pretty close. What about you and your family?
I try to call my parents at least once a week, usually on weekends. During the week, I'm just so busy with work and everything.
I totally understand. So what time do you usually go to bed?
I try to be in bed by 10:30 or 11. I need at least 7 hours of sleep to function properly. Tonight, I'll probably go to bed around 10:45.
I'm the same way. I'm a night owl, though, so even when I get in bed early, I end up reading or being on my phone for a while. I should really try to put my phone away earlier.
That's something I struggle with too. They say the blue light from screens makes it harder to fall asleep.
Yeah, I've heard that. I actually started using the night mode on my phone, which makes the screen more orange. It helps a little bit.
That's a good tip. So before bed, do you have any kind of routine?
Yeah, I brush my teeth, wash my face, and usually set out my clothes for the next day. That way I don't have to think about it in the morning when I'm half asleep.
Smart. I should start doing that. I waste so much time in the morning trying to figure out what to wear.
It really does save time. I also like to make sure my bag is packed and ready to go by the door.
You're so organized. I usually rush around in the morning looking for my keys and my phone.
Well, I've learned from experience. I used to be like that too, but I got tired of the morning stress.
I should definitely take some tips from you. So, thinking about your whole day, what was the best part?
That's a good question. I think lunch with my coworkers was really nice. We had good conversations and laughed a lot. It's nice to take a break and connect with people. What about you?
For me, I think it was finishing that big chunk of my project this afternoon. There's something really satisfying about making progress on something challenging, you know?
Absolutely. That sense of accomplishment is great. And what about the worst part of your day?
Probably the traffic on the way home. There was an accident on the highway, so everything was backed up. It took me 45 minutes to get home instead of 20.
Oh no, that's frustrating. For me, the worst part was definitely all those emails I had to answer. Some of them were really complicated and took a lot of time.
Email can be such a time sink, but hey, you got through it.
True. So, do you have anything special planned for tomorrow?
Not really, just a normal workday. I need to finish that project I mentioned. Oh, and I'm meeting a friend for dinner tomorrow night, which should be fun.
That sounds nice. I have a pretty normal day tomorrow too, although I do have that presentation on Friday that I'm a bit nervous about.
I'm sure you'll do great. You're always well prepared.
Thanks, Alex. I appreciate that. You know, talking about our day like this is actually really nice. It makes you realize how much happens in just one ordinary day.
I was thinking the same thing. We pack so much into 24 hours. Work, meals, commuting, hobbies, connecting with people. It's a lot when you actually think about it.
It really is. And everyone's day is so different. Some people work night shifts, some people work from home, some people don't work traditional jobs at all.
That's true. There's no one right way to structure your day. You just have to find what works for you.
Exactly. Well, I think that's a good place to wrap up our conversation. This was fun.
It really was. Thanks for sharing your day with me, Emma.
Thank you too, Alex, and thank you to everyone listening. We hope this conversation helped you practice your English and maybe gave you some new vocabulary for talking about your own daily routine.
Remember, the best way to improve your English is to practice every day, just like we talked about our daily routines today.
That's right. Listen to English, speak English when you can, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. That's how we learn.
Well said, Emma. All right, everyone. We'll see you next time on Fluent English Podcast.
Take care and have a great day.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.